Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Market Today. We are on the earnings cycle for the third quarter, and joining us on the show is Ms. Akhila Balachandar, CFO for Greaves Cotton, a stock that has been in great demand and in great news. First, let me just show you the quarterly numbers. Sales for the past quarter gone by are up 13% at 751 crores. They have risen both sequentially and year on year. In the second quarter, the sales were 705 crores. They now stand at 751, and a year ago number was 665 crores. Net profit has slumped about 70% to 6.68 crore rupees. We'll take an explanation from Ms. Balachandar a little later. But sequentially, the company has swung back to profit from a loss of 14.3 crores to a profit of 6.68 crores. Welcome to you, Ms. Balachandar, and let's just first get to brass tacks. Shareholders would want to understand why was there such a massive drop in profit when all that we hear in the market of automobiles is electric vehicles.
Thank you, Shailendra, for having me on the channel. And yeah, so let's start with the numbers, like you put it up. Uh, we today are consolidated company of Greaves Cotton, which is the core company, and also the EV company, where we are
Yes.
an OEM manufacturer, where we have filed for our IPO, right? Uh, Third quarter, in the standalone company, we achieved 502 crores of revenue, and at the 9-month consolidated level, we achieved 2,096 crore of revenue. If I were to just focus on the standalone numbers, which is Greaves Cotton and Excel put together, for the 9-month ended, we touched an EBITDA of 231 crores, which is 14.4%. This is in line with what we have been delivering over the last 7-8 quarters, our margins in the range of 13 to 15%. So I think this is exactly why the stock is excited. And on the electric mobility front, as you are aware, we have filed for an IPO, and a lot of details are already put up there. So I would not be, and we will talk later about it as the time goes by.
So let's just look at the sequential numbers. From March 2024, you had a loss of 13.35 crores on the quarter gone by. June loss was about 16 lakhs. September quarter loss was 14.33 lakhs, 14.33 crores. Now you have swung to a quarterly profit of 6.68 crore rupees. Would you care to sort of look into the future for the next 3 to 4 quarters and tell us whether 6.68 crores is a flash in the pan, or is now there a path to profit and profitability?
So let me split this into two parts. One hand, the Greaves Cotton and also the investment we made in Excel. There we have demonstrated strong margins and are on a healthy track both on revenue and on the margins. On the EV side, as you're aware, we have launched new products, the Magnus Neo and NXG, and we are seeing a good traction. So that will take us on to the next journey for the company.
Ma'am, let's try and get an idea into where profit is headed. Do you see for the next 3 or 4 quarters Greaves Cotton slumping back into losses, or will this trend in profit continue in the coming quarters?
Uh, like we have, as I said, we have now filed for the IPO. So to comment, I would not be able to comment on the matters beyond the DRHP. So we will take that at an appropriate time.
Uh, Fair point. Uh, in terms of capacity utilization, where do you see yourself at this point of time? How has it improved over the quarter gone by, which is the second quarter, and how does it stand compared to the third quarter a year ago?
We have a good we have a fairly good capacity available to meet future demands. And over the past few years, we have undertaken uh, extensive work to do de-bottlenecking of various specific areas where we had a constraint. So from a capacity utilization, we are fairly healthy and there is a headroom for growth.
What was the capacity utilization for the quarter gone by, for the second quarter and the year ago quarter?
So a year ago quarter, I wouldn't be able to offhand, but the last quarter was in the range of 70+%.
Okay. This is the third quarter you are telling me?
The third quarter, yeah.
And how
The
about
one
the
that
second quarter?
we would have been in similar range.
Okay, so it's flat, so to say. Now, in terms of expansion, what are the plans forward? You've launched, there are three models up and running, and they're Ampere, Nexus, and Magnus. How do you see sales from those, and how do you see future expansion plans being worked out?
Uh, Both the products have been well received in the market, but I would not be able to comment beyond that. We've also launched on the capacity front and new product expansion. There are various plans in the pipeline. And I mean, as I said, since we have filed for the IPO, I will not be able to comment beyond the DRHP.
Ma'am, we are talking about the existing business.
That's right. So, as I said, the new products have received very good traction in the market.
What would be the monthly sales for the month gone by, which is December, for these three?
If you see the quarter numbers, we did approximately 18,000 in terms of volumes.
Okay, and how did they rise over the quarter, which was second quarter, and obviously Y on Y?
Yeah, we've had a healthy growth out there.
Ma'am, I would very gently request you to put out some numbers. I can also see there is a healthy growth. As long as I'm an observer, that's fine, but these are numbers that ideally should be shared with both the viewers and shareholders.
So to be very specific, the quarter gone by, we had 14,000 for the quarter. And if you take a 9-month number, it was 36,000. In terms of the quarter prior to that, the last year, same quarter, was 10,000 units of the two
Okay.
years.
So 10 has gone to 18 year on year, and 14 has gone to 18 quarter on quarter. Am I right?
That's right.
Okay. Now let's talk about the forthcoming IPO. What would be the possible size that you're looking to raise in terms of money, and where would this money be deployed? What would be the objects of the issue?
Projects are very well laid out in the DRHP. It will be for new product development and capacity expansion and for general corporate purposes. The size is something I will not be able to comment at this point in time. We have filed the papers and await all the regulatory approvals, and we will be able to comment at an appropriate time.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time, and here's wishing you all the best for the forthcoming IPO and a good time at Greaves Cotton as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the CFO of Greaves Cotton, Ms. Akhila Balachandar. The stock has been in news for various bulk and block deals that have happened over the last 6 months or so. Keep an eye out on this one. One of their units has filed for an IPO, and that would also reflect on the parent as well. What we'll do is we'll close this show down here, and we'll be back with the last half an hour of market mobility in a while. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Business Today. I'm Siddharth Zarabi and we are here at a Davos